Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Bethany Brings Books. I know it's been ages and y'all are probably wondering if I even still have a channel. It's been quite a while, several months since I've filmed anything. I want to do a little bit of a life update and also do a book haul today. Last August, this is January 2024, so last August I started the process of buying a house. That lasted for about a month. Like, the whole process of buying the house was about a month, and then moving and getting settled, and then the holidays came. It was just a whole process. So finally here, I feel like after the new year, things have started to slow down a little bit, and I'm able to just get settled in more and trying to get into the swing of things. And so I'm hoping that I can start filming videos again. I really actually hadn't even read a lot. My reading has started picking up again this month, but honestly, from the time I started going through the home buying process, I just now, over the last couple weeks, finished the first book that I have like in 4 months. So yeah, like this past week, I think, or this past week or two, I finally finished the first book that I have read in, yeah, probably since July or August. So yeah, my life was pretty crazy, but I'm very blessed. I am very thankful. God worked things out for me to buy this home. It's not far from my parents' house, just a few miles, so it's really a huge blessing. And it wasn't something that I was looking for. Like, I wasn't looking for a home, but I just casually would look at the market just to see what was on it. Like, I really didn't have plans of buying anything, and I happened to see this. Not only like as I was casually looking around, I saw it one day while I was driving past from my mom's, and so yeah, I looked at it and really liked it and began that whole process, and God worked everything out. It was wonderful. It was just like huge blessing how God worked everything out, that I was able to purchase this home. And it's been great just moving in and getting settled and stuff. So it's been a busy season, but a very blessed season, and I am so thankful for this little home. Obviously, y'all can tell my setup is different here. I don't have all of my bookshelves right in one area. I have like two right here, there's one here and one on the other side of the TV stand, and then one behind me, and then over on this side of my living area I have the rest of mine, and then I have one in my room. So they're kind of more scattered here, but it's been fun getting settled in and setting up my shelves and just getting them the way that I like them. There's something so satisfying about having my bookshelves set up the way that I like, and like just I don't know, I just love having them fixed up in a way that makes me happy seeing them every day. So anyway, I thought today I wanted to give y'all that little life update and tell y'all why I've been off here so long, because I've been so busy. But also, I thought it would be fun to do a book haul for my first video back. My birthday was last week, and for my birthday, I was gifted, well, for Christmas, I was gifted a Barnes & Noble gift card that I hadn't used yet. And then for my birthday, my family gave me some money. So, on my birthday, a friend from church came and stayed with me the night before, and she decided to she said she would go with me so she could help me out with the kids while I went and used my gift card at Barnes & Noble. So we had a fun day. We went to Starbucks and got some drink, and I got a chai latte, which I really like. Their chai tea lattes, they're really good. Anyway, I got a chai, and then we went to first of all, we went to Second and Charles. I think I've talked about that on here before. It's a really big used bookstore. They sell some stuff new too, but it's like a used like bookstore, DVDs, records, stuff like that. Like, they buy, sell, trade. And they have a lot of books. They're really good. And so I went there and used my money that I got for my birthday. And then we went to Barnes & Noble and I used my gift card. I still have a little bit left on my gift card, but yeah, So this is going to be a book haul talking about the books that I got from those two places. Also, the other day I stopped by a local bookstore that has opened up in my town that I work in. And I've been meaning to go, I just haven't. And so I stopped by the other day, and I didn't really have much extra money, but I did find a few little golden books and one classic, so I'm going to show those on here too. But yeah, it's really cute little bookstore. I really like it. I'm excited to start going there more, but I thought I would share these with you guys. This is very classic heavy because I'm just in the classics mood right now, and that's what I want to read, and I'm hoping to read a lot more this year. So I'm actually reading Little Women now, and wanting to hopefully I can read North and South next. That's my goal, or Pride and Prejudice. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, I know I've talked about that before, but yeah, that's my goal. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this haul, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got. I will start out with what I got from Second and Charles, since that's where we went first. Okay, I took the time to quickly try to kind of separate these and sort these out in piles. So first of all, we'll talk about the classics that I found. So let's talk about this one. This is Daniel Deronda by George Eliot. I really don't know anything about this book. I just know I wanted to buy more classics. I want to read more George Eliot. I've only read what is that book? Silas Marner. I only read Silas Marner by her, so I saw this and I thought I would pick it up. Then I picked up this edition of it's by Charles Dickens, and it's Dickens at Christmas, and I just thought the cover was so pretty. And then the back, I just thought that was so pretty. The cover is like these china dishes, and it looks like it's got blue ribbon on it, but it's like by, who is it by? I'm not sure who published it. Is it Vintage Press maybe? But they have a collection of other books in here, because they have other Christmas editions, like Christmas stories from different authors. But this one has, let's see what it has in it. It's pretty thick. It's got stories from the Pickwick Papers. It's got A Christmas Carol, The Chimes, The Cricket on the Hearth, The Battle of Life, The Haunted Man and the Ghost Bargain, and then some stories from Household Words. It's got just some of his different Christmas short stories, I guess, and it's about that thick. It's pretty thick. It's like almost 600 pages, but I thought it was really cute, and I was like, you know what, I really like this cover. I like that. But then I found this Great American Short Stories book collection. It's from like the Dover thrift editions. It was only $2. And it has short stories from Nathaniel Hawthorne, Edgar Allan Poe, Melville, Jack London, Stephen Crane, Ernest Hemingway, Mark Twain, F. Scott Fitzgerald. Just a lot of different American short stories, and I really love reading short stories. So when I found this, it's not super thick. I know I have some short story collections that are really thick, but this one is not super thick. But I thought this one I could actually like sit down and read it through like in a few days. So yeah. And then I found this book. This is a hardback, and it's called Modern Magic: 5 Stories by Louisa May Alcott. And I've never seen this before, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up because I've never seen it before. I've never seen a copy anywhere, so I just thought I would pick that up. I think it says she wrote these anonymously or under the pseudonym A.M. Barnard. Just 5 different short stories, I guess. I'm interested in reading that. I don't really know anything about it other than it's by Louisa May Alcott. It sounds different from some of her other stuff. I don't know. And I've been reading Little Women, so I was like, okay, I want to get this and read this too. And then I found this. This was actually in like the kids fiction, but it is a classic. It's like a from the Puffin Classics. It's The Happy Prince and Other Stories by Oscar Wilde. I really don't know anything about this either, other than it just sounds like some little short stories, maybe kind of like fairy tale type things. And it's by Oscar Wilde. I've never read anything by him, but I thought I would pick that up. Most of the rest of these are from the kids section. First of all, I got the Chronicles of Narnia, the Silver Chair. I thought I didn't have this, so I picked it up, but I actually do have a copy of this one. I don't have number 5, so I need book 5. I have book 6 already, but I don't have book 5, so I'll probably just take this back there and consign it. You can take stuff back and get credit for it, so I'll probably just do that. I am reading the series now. I'm reading, actually almost finished with book 4 now. I'm really enjoying it, so I definitely want to go ahead and get book 5 so I can finish reading this. But yeah. Then I got these Hardy Boy books. I like collecting all of these case files of the Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys. They can be harder to find nowadays because they're out of print, and I'm pretty sure they're out of print. And a lot of times if you find them, they're not in the greatest condition. So I did find these that I don't have. This one, the Too Many Traitors, Flight into Danger, and Murder by Magic. I loved those growing up so much. Like, I love the Nancy Drew ones more, but I like the Hardy Boy ones too. I also found this older edition of The Sign of the Twisted Candles. I thought it's the older edition with the, I'm pretty sure that they changed the cover on this later, I think, but you can tell it's got the old end paper in it, and it's actually from, well, it says 1933, but I know this is not a 1933 edition. I'm not sure what edition this is, but you can tell even by the font in it that it's one of the earlier editions. But yeah, I just like collecting these as well. This, those like matte editions, the older ones. So I picked that one up. Then I found this, and I've never read this, Around the World in 80 Days, but I thought that this edition of it, it's an illustrated edition, was so pretty. This made me think about you, Holly, from Lovely Day with Holly. It made me think about you, but it's an illustrated edition, so it has pictures and stuff in it, and I just thought that was cool. Like, I was like, this is pretty cool, so I thought I would pick this up. It was only 70 cents, so I was like, yeah, for 70 cents, I'll pick that up. But I thought that was interesting. But yeah, it just has pictures and stuff illustrated throughout, so. And it's hardback, so maybe I'll read that soon, I don't know. Then I found this edition of Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. I don't even know if I have a copy of Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, but even if I did, this one is so pretty. I have found a few other books in these, like a few other kids classics. I think I have Heidi. I have a few in these, and these editions are so pretty to me. I think I have an Anne of Green Gables one too, maybe. But they look like this, and then that's they're just so pretty. It's the back. And I have deckled edges. I don't know, they're beautiful to me, so I like collecting them when I find them. I have never read this, so. And then I also found this book, but this was pretty. The year, and it's Maple Hill Farm. It's a kid's book. And I just thought it was really cute. It's like got each month, like February follows January, and it talks about like what's going on at the farm. And June is the first month of summer. The farm pond is overflowing. So I thought it was a really pretty book, so I picked that one up. And then I picked up 3 different Dr. Seuss books. I love Dr. Seuss. My kids love Dr. Seuss so much. And so I used to didn't like Dr. Seuss, like growing up, and even in like early adulthood, I was like, I don't get the point of Dr. Seuss. But now that I have kids, I really get it. Like, they love it. They think it's funny. And then also it's really good for early readers. Like, so many of the rhyming words and the words that he uses that are in the same word families and stuff, they're just cute and fun. And so I'm trying to collect all of them. So I got these, The Cat's Quizzer, Flap Your Wings, and The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. That is my washing machine or dryer one. And that's all. I did pick this up too from Second and Charles, this bag. I always forget that they don't have bags there, so if you get a lot of stuff, you have to buy a bag. So I just bought this too for that reason, so I could put my books in it. And then this is a lot smaller haul, but at Barnes & Noble I got 3 books and a bookmark. Obviously their books are a lot more expensive, so I didn't get a ton, but I did pick up this. I found this on a table. They had a lot of like books about dealing with grief out on a table, and so I got this one. It's Overcoming the Loss of a Spouse, Getting to the Other Side of Grief. I thought it looked good. It's talking about a couple of people who lost their spouse at a young age, and I thought this would be really interesting to read. And maybe it would be helpful to me. Then I picked up Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. This is from the Modern Library Classics. I really want to read this because Tiffany from Beautiful Minutia listed this as like her second favorite book of last year, I think, and I believe it was her favorite classic she read last year. So she really talked about how much she enjoyed it, and I was like, okay, I really want to read this. And so I picked that up. I didn't have a copy. And then I'm trying to read all of Jane Austen's books, and I've so far read Persuasion, Emma, Northanger Abbey, and is that all? I've read like 3 or 4, so I'm trying to read all of them. And so I did not have a copy of Mansfield Park, and I had been reading a little bit about it lately, and it sounds interesting to me, so I was like, I want to get that. So I just found a cheaper copy of it. Later on I'd like to get like a pretty copy like I have in some of my other Jane Austen books, but I just found, you know, one of the Penguin Classics copies. They're not very expensive, and got that, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. And then the last thing I got from Barnes & Noble was this really cute bookmark. It's Anne of Green Gables, and it has I think y'all can see that past the reflection, but it says, people laugh at me because I use big words, but if you have big ideas, you have to use big words to express them, haven't you? And it's just, let me take it out. It was just really cute. It was only $3.99, so I was like, okay. But I love collecting bookmarks too, so I thought that was cute. Then on the back it just tells a little bit about Ellen Montgomery and Anne of Green Gables. So that was everything I got from Barnes & Noble. I did have $6 left on my gift card, so maybe sometime I'll go back and get something else. But and then when I went to our local bookstore the other day, I found this book by by Elizabeth Gaskell. I found Mary Barton. I'm trying to collect all of Gaskell's books because I'm really interested in reading all of them. Like I said earlier, I'm really wanting to read North and South. I rewatched the period drama the other day, and it's so good. Oh my goodness, y'all. If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. Like, it is my favorite period drama ever. It's 4 episodes, and it's not the Civil War period drama. People sometimes get those mixed up, but it is I think BBC did it. It's from BBC, and Richard Armitage plays on it, and I can't remember the girl, but I really like the one who plays the girl. It's just so good, guys. It's really good. It's my favorite period drama ever. I could rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it. I just rewatched it the other day, and I already want to rewatch it again, and it's so good. It has 4 episodes that are each an hour long, but it's really good, and if I like the book as much as I like the movie, then I'm going to really like it. So I want to get all of Elizabeth Gaskell's books and just collect them and read them. So, and then I will quickly show y'all the little golden books I got from there. She had a lot of little golden books, and especially a lot of older ones, and they were only 50 cents each. So I was really excited. And first of all, I'm going to show y'all the one that just absolutely, totally made my whole trip worthwhile. This is probably hands down my favorite little golden book that I've ever owned. I did not even know they made these. And it is the Waltons little golden book. The Waltons and the Birthday Present. Look at that, y'all. When I saw this, I like almost squealed. I never knew they had little golden books from the Waltons. Like, the Waltons was one of my favorite TV shows growing up, and it still is one of my favorite. I just love the show. It inspired my love for antiques and vintage things, and it made me want a big family growing up. Like, I just loved the show so much. It was so cozy, so perfect, and I've watched it so many times, and I've been rewatching it again lately and just falling back in love with it all over again. And so when I saw this, y'all, but I didn't even know that they made little golden books of the Waltons, and I think this was made in the 70s. It's obviously an older one because it doesn't have a what, USB code or barcode or whatever. So, and on the inside the date is 1975. So it probably came out like around the time the show was being made. But look, even the illustrations, they really look like the family, and I just love it so much. Like, this is, y'all, I love this. This is just my favorite. I'm gonna go look and see if they made more, but I've never seen one of these before, so I was so excited to get that. So anyway, let me quickly go through the rest of these. But this, The Night Before Christmas, this is another older edition. I love finding the older editions because some of these, like this one, I have in a newer edition, but I also just love having these older editions of it too. And you could usually tell by the back of the covers, like, the years that they were from. So like this one is obviously a newer one. It's not new, but it's obviously like at least from the 80s or 90s. Has the barcode on the front and that kind of back. But this one is Where Did the Baby Go? And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I collect little golden books. I have a lot of them, so that was why I picked all these up. I found this one, Noah's Ark. This is another older one that I found, Santa's Surprise Book. You could tell it's older because of the back of it. Jingle Bells is another older one. Little Red Riding Hood. This one is pretty old. This one I thought was really cool because this one is like, you can even tell the difference in the front and the back looks like that. This one is from, it actually has an inscription in it to a little boy, Ricky Richter, December 1956. And I think this one's from 1955, so I thought that was pretty cool. I love finding the really old ones. This is another old one, Play Ball. The back of that one actually looks like this. The Store-Bought Doll, Baby Deer, The Friendly Book. This is a older one as well. That's what the back of that one looks like. And then this is another older one, The Three Billy Goats Gruff. So that's what I got from that bookstore. And yeah, that's all I've gotten lately. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching this. I have been waiting to film this. I've been so excited. I've had my books in a bag off to the side waiting to film it. So I've been really excited. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. I thought I would give y'all a little reading update here at the end too. Like I said, I have not been reading a lot, but finally this month gotten back into it. I have been reading Little Women since Christmas, slowly reading it. I was actually reading it in an edition that I had and realized as I was reading it that it was only the first volume of Little Women. It wasn't both volumes combined, which I found out like last year that most, I think it was last year or year before, that most editions of Little Women now are both of the volumes combined. Like she released 2 different books when it first came out, and most people combine them and publish them as Little Women now. So I finished that one, but it wasn't both of them. So I actually happened to find another copy at the thrift store while I was reading it, and picked that one up, and I'm reading that one, and I'm really enjoying it. I've just gotten into the second part, and I'm really enjoying it. The first part was good, and I liked it, but I feel like I knew a lot of what happened in the first part just because I remember watching Little Women years ago, and I feel like the second part so far has more stuff in it that I don't remember happening, and they're older, and it's just, I don't know, it's starting to get more interesting. But I'm really liking it so far. It's really good, and I can't wait to finish it because I want to go watch like all the versions of Little Women, because there's a lot, like even from the 1930s and stuff. So I thought that would be fun maybe to do, but I'm reading that. I'm also reading, like I said, I think it's Prince Caspian, book 4 in the Narnia series. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm almost finished with it, and it's so far not as good as the first 2 in my opinion, but it's still interesting, and so I'm enjoying it. I also just finished reading The Juliet Code by Pepper Basham, which I loved. It was the 3rd book in her Freddie and Grace mystery series, and it was just so cute, adorable. I loved it. If you like Agatha Christie, it very much felt like an Agatha Christie novel. Just those vibes. They're in Italy, and so they're starting to go on, they're finally off on their honeymoon, going on this adventure, and then of course a mystery arrives. Sorry, I'll probably hear my washer in the background, but anyway, of course a mystery happens, and it's just super fun, and I don't know, I just loved all the vibes. I love watching Freddie and Grace as they're like developing their relationship, and it was just cozy and fun, and I loved it. And I'll try to do a wrap up later on where I talk about it, but yeah, that's what I've been reading. I have a couple other books that I'm also reading right now, but I'll talk about them in another video. So anyway, that's what I've been reading, and let me know in the comments what you think about the books that I got, if there's any of them that y'all are interested in reading. I would love to know, and just if there's a classic that you think I should read this year, I would love to know. I am really wanting to read more classics this year, so I would definitely love any recommendations I can get on more classics to read. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to be back with another video soon. Love you all. Bye.